triple double ballin', I'm triple double ballin'. Oscar Robertson, yeah, they having problems guarding. I'm triple double ballin', I'm triple double ballin'.
With the 12th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Odell Beckham.
All right, thanks for watching. First off, I want to say like, share, and subscribe to this page. I will be doing good videos like this frequently. Right now, we're just going to discuss Odell Beckham's newest contract. He had a great rookie year. He did miss 4 games due to injury, and then he sparked on the scene. A lot of people were considering him as a bust. Me, I always liked him because he played for my favorite football team, LSU. By the way, we play Miami in a couple days, actually today. So I'll be watching that game. But back to Odell. Right now, he did sign that contract, and right now they're having him as the highest paid NFL receiver on a per year basis and guaranteed money. A lot of people will probably disagree, except for maybe Giant fans. He had great numbers in a regular season, but that's not really why I'm debating the contract. It's more so the playoff resume. He had one playoff game. You're going to see later on in the video. He didn't do too well, but during the regular season, man, he's spectacular. He makes excellent catches. Sports Center top 10 nominees, and sometimes he goes viral. A lot of those plays happen on my Cowboys, but that's not why. Like I said, LSU is my favorite team, so I always liked Odell. So I'm not biased here, and I'm not just being a Cowboy fan, but just by saying I think there's other receivers that should average more money per year than Odell Beckham, and we're going to get into that later on in this video. But yeah, as you see here, it doesn't really matter as far as the defender. It's pretty hard to stop this man. But this is the Patreon right here, man. It's the $1 a month subscription. Just to help me grow the channel, give you guys consistent production, things of that nature. But the stats that he had against the Packers here: 11 targets, 4 carries, or four catches, 28 yards. And that was his only time in the playoffs, and they got him they got him making more money than Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Hopkins. A lot of people would say definitely choose Antonio Brown over him. I'm not really sure of the other two, because I would say Odell Beckham is a top 2 receiver, but I like Julio Jones just because his size, his frame, his speed, and he's actually consistent in the playoffs. A lot of people grow to dislike him now over the last few years as far as fantasy, only because he's not leading the league in touchdowns as he once was, or even 10 touchdowns plus over those years. But look at him in the playoffs, man. He has a great run, and his resume ranks higher than I think of Odell Beckham. Just to be clear, the regular season is probably a given to Odell Beckham, but crunch time, when you really want a play, I would definitely go with Julio Jones, man. As you see here, and as you can see the bubbles, man. NFC Championship game, right here, man. You see how effective he was is based off of what they're saying about him. So I would definitely put Julio Jones up there, and I think he's up next as far as contract. And I think Odell to set the benchmark for the receivers going forward on what they should be paying on a per game basis or a per year basis. But that's just how I feel about him. Do you think his resume is better than Julio Jones as far as playoffs? It's up to you. If you feel different, you can leave a comment, let me know why, and we can definitely debate the situation. But I definitely would choose Odell on a per season basis, but crunch time, playoff time, I'm going Julio Jones. And then Antonio Brown, this guy, he's been pretty dominant in the NFL since the last 3 years. He's been doing better than Odell in both postseason and regular season play. Numbers don't compare. He definitely needs to be getting more money than Odell Beckham. Now, the only thing is going forward, he's going to have to regrow a continuity with the receiver or a quarterback rather, because I don't think Ben Roethlisberger will be playing too much longer with the Steelers. And then you have to also look at the fact that Le'Veon Bell's on this team and how many looks he's getting as far as a running back and a receiver. And that still didn't stop Antonio Brown from getting his production. A lot of people will say, oh, I can't get too many looks, I can't get too many carries, I'm playing with Le'Veon Bell. That doesn't work out for him. He's getting dominant production from the wide receiver standpoint. I don't see that stopping. Even if and when they move on, I don't think the next quarterback will be so well off to where Antonio Brown would fall out of the top 100 players or even the top 10. He's been up there pretty much for the last 2 or 3 years, and he's pretty productive. So I don't think he's going to have that much of a drop off even with a new quarterback. So I definitely think he's up there next as far as contracts. And as you see Odell Beckham switching jerseys and signing jerseys, what a lot of receivers do. It's a matter of respect. But I just want to know everybody's top 5 receivers, man. Here's what we have for Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. Odell Beckham's not even number 1 for Stephen A. He's not even number 2. So yeah, they have Keenan Allen, DeAndre Hopkins. There's a great choices for top 5, but top 2 is pretty much where you would want to see Odell based on that figure that he's receiving. But like Stephen A. Smith had him top 3.
Scoring, I'm triple double balling, I'm triple double balling. Oscar Robertson, yeah, they having problems guarding. I'm triple double balling, I'm triple double balling.